President Trump's lavish Windsor Castle visit features grand suite, royal blend tea and military honors. Donald Trump's stay at Windsor Castle during his state visit will be nothing but the best for the American president. On Tuesday, President Trump and First Lady Melania arrived in the UK, where they were greeted by Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper. They spent the night at Windsor Castle, according to The Guardian. While no public events were planned for the evening, the festivities are set to begin on Wednesday as the couple will be hosted by King Charles III. Ahead of the couple's arrival, hundreds of staff worked through the halls and grounds of the nearly 1,000-year-old castle to ensure the monarch welcomed the couple in true royal fashion. They will stay in one of Windsor Castle's grand guest suites reserved for heads of state, British royals expert Hilary Fordwich told Fox News Digital. Each suite has adjoining bedrooms for privacy. Regarding tea, there is a specific Windsor Castle black tea known as the Royal Blend that will be offered, Fordwich said. Their stay will include full military honor guards, 3 brass bands, and the highly anticipated banquet in St. George's Hall. I like to think President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump will sleep in the lavish state apartments, British broadcaster and photographer Helena Chard told Fox News Digital. Paintings of kings, queens and lords of the Garter in ornate frames will join them as they sleep. The castle is steeped in pomp, pageantry and history. William the Conqueror began building it in 1070 on high ground above the River Thames, near a hunting forest and a day's march from the Tower of London, according to the royal family's website. It has been inhabited and altered by monarchs for centuries. The castle was expanded in the 1360s by Edward III, who created St. George's Hall for his knights of the newly founded Order of the Garter. Queen Victoria and Prince Albert were described as devoted to Windsor, and spent much of their time there. During World War II, Windsor Castle was home to a young Princess Elizabeth and her sister Princess Margaret. The late Queen Elizabeth II also used Windsor as her residence during the coronavirus pandemic, spending significant time there during her final years. Ahead of his visit, Trump hailed the great honor of being hosted by his friend at the ultimate Windsor Castle for his second state visit, the UK Standard reported. My relationship is very good with the UK, and Charles, as you know, who's now king, is my friend, Trump told reporters, quoted by the outlet. It's the first time this has ever happened where somebody was honored twice. So, it's a great honor. And this one's at Windsor, said Trump, 79. And I don't want to say one's better than the other, but they say Windsor Castle is the ultimate, right? So, it's going to be nice. Primarily it's to be with Charles and Camilla, he continued. They've been friends of mine for a long time, long before he was king, and it's an honor to have this king. After the welcoming ceremonies, the Trumps are set to view an exhibit of documents and artwork highlighting Britain's special relationship with the U.S., according to the Associated Press. The true centerpiece of the state visit is the banquet in St. George's Hall. The Waterloo table, about half the length of a football field, can seat up to 160 guests. The Associated Press reported it takes 5 full days to set the table, which is laid with more than 4,000 pieces, including 200-year-old silver. Men are expected to wear white ties and tailcoats, while women don designer gowns and jewels. Both the Princess of Wales and Queen Camilla are expected to wear tiaras. Chef Darren McGrady, a royal chef for 15 years who cooked for 5 U.S. presidents, told Fox News Digital that guests can expect plenty of royal etiquette. You wouldn't have something like a banana, take it off the tray and peel it like a monkey, he said. You would slice it into rings and eat it with a fork. If there are pears, you cut off the top and use a teaspoon. Grapes are the best option because they're already cut into small bunches. Pineapples may look whole on the table, but they've already been sliced. When you lift the top off, there will already be rings with the centers removed. And if things get messy, there are finger bowls with warm water to dip and clean your fingers. I remember one state banquet where guests thought it was tradition to drink from the finger bowl, he said. Nobody said anything. It's a state banquet, you just get on with it.